Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numith Randor, and today we find ourselves back on the Weeping Peninsula. As it turns out, I missed a few relatively obvious things. For example, there is in fact another catacomb here on the island. I see, it should be around, yeah, right there. I have no idea how I missed this the entire time I was here last time. But, well, we're here now, so let's get this done with, shall we? Doomsword Catacombs. Yeah, we've already been to the mountaintops of the Giants. And we're coming all the way back here. To Limgrave difficulty, more or less. Yeah, I don't even need to buff my sword to be done with you lot. Nomadic Warrior's Cookbook. Not a bad little find. More crafting options are always useful. Not as ever. We have another door to unlock. Okay, well, more skellies. Thought for a second the shadow right there was actually another skeleton rolling in. Ay. Surprising how easy a mistake that is to make. At least for a split second or two. Yep, I hear you. All crunchy and crinkling. Oh, and archers. Did you really think you could get the drop on me? Nope, no invisible wall there. I forget whether or not this dungeon has invisible walls or not. Oh, I would have bet on a backstab there, but apparently not. No, I think I hear something. Oh, yeah. Fire is what I hear. Okay. This one, however, relatively easy to dispose of. All I need to do is hit it, which you can do just as well with a bow. Oh, not much of a trap. I don't know why you decided to take an extra couple seconds. Made it just long enough for me to maybe possibly have overlooked you. Too bad for you. I've got some decent headphones. Nothing amazing, but plenty good enough for me to hear you sneaking around. There's a bunch of skeletons in here. And they're not gonna wake up until I go near the treasure now, aren't they? Oh, another prattling pate. Come to think of it, I'm still missing one from Mount Gelmir. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Oh, still no backstab. Guess I'm just not getting them in the right spot. Okay. You can sod off with your explosive nonsense. Ay. Well then. There's probably gonna be a few more skeletons on the way. And probably another trap or two. Oh, there you are. There's a skelly. And again, for half a second, I see this silhouetted figure come swim after me from behind. And I knew there was another skeleton around, so you can understand why I jumped for half a second. Yay. And like that, the door is open. Now, let's go quickly and contend with this, because this is really just cleanup. Oh, why didn't you wake up the first time, you silly creature? Okay. And we've made it back. I don't think I'll need it, but I'm going to buff up my sword anyway. What are we dealing with? Oh, it's one of you shadow critters. I really don't like you lot. Oh, that did not go well for you. And Lutel the Headless, a Mausoleum Knight ghost. Well, okay then. Not really comparable to either the Dung Eater or our Black Knife Tish, or even Latena, I dare say. But, well, it's another item off the checklist. I do intend to essentially grab everything in the game if I can. So, every little bit helps. Okay, now we're back outside. There's one more item I missed. I think it's over here. We'll go to the 4th Church of Marika. To hopefully make this ride over a little faster. That will depend entirely upon how long this load screen takes. Okay, not too bad. I probably would have been riding a fair bit longer than that. On a lark, let's see if we can't get an armor piece or two from these guys. Maybe? No, the bloody sword. A Lord Sworn straight sword, a weapon you can get from literally any soldier from any of the armies. Okay. Yeah, there was a little house out here that I missed completely. And I don't doubt that I'm still missing something. In fact, now that I think about it, there is a tunnel marker that I hadn't seen. Ah, and we have a merchant. Hello, friend.
Well, there's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
Well, what do you have on offer? Oh, I could have got a lantern out of you. I didn't know that. Some smithing twos. 3 stone sword keys. And a Zweihander. Well as sacrificial twigs.
Have a safe journey.
You as well, but give us a moment. I believe I have enough runes on hand to buy out your stock.
Anything else?
And I'll be taking those sword keys. I just used one after all. The Zweihander, of course. And sacrificial twigs are always nice to have as well. Arteria leaves. And the lost ash of war. I don't need the festering fingers.
Have a safe journey.
After all, I've already got the permanent finger off of Vare. And even that, I'm not all that keen to have. Now then, there is a tunnel here. And I'm not sure how to get to it. For the moment, we will ride over quickly. And if I can't find the way to it in any reasonable time, I will be moving on to the next item of interest. Much more important area that I've only skimmed the surface of. Granted, on the other location, I have covered a great deal of ground and retrieved many of the most valuable items there. But, as ever, there's always more to see. Okay. So we come to the... Oh! I thought I was missing something. And lo and behold, the Morn Tunnel. Let's see, we can drop down over here. I'll send the lift down so it'll be there for us. Okay. Okay, so my eyes were not cheating me. Looks like we've stumbled upon a mine. Smithing ones. So not a particularly rich mine. No matter. I can hear the pickaxes now. So there were 2 dungeons and a merchant that I overlooked here the first time. I do keep warning you guys that my memory can sometimes fail me. Oh, we have beasts. I suppose I should expect that. And it doesn't make it any more pleasant to see the foul things. I still hold them accountable for poor Irina. And for the madness of Edgar, I lay that charge upon them as well. Okay, lock-on. Lock-on failed me there. Let's be careful. I don't intend to fall all the way down. Ah, okay, that's where we came in from. Lost my bearings for a second there. Okay. Now, who do we have here? Mean for me to backstab the first fella, do you? Oh, you caught me, huh? Oh, that reminds me. I was grinding again, so that I could have a bit more equip load. I neglected to take off my ring. Or the scarab, rather. Okay. Ooh, that took just a little too long, did it? Well, the Moonlight Sword is a phenomenal weapon. but it is a slashing one, meaning it will bounce on hardened foes, including these miners. Fortunately, they're all so weak that it really doesn't even matter. Somber 1. Wow, this really is a low-end locale. After all, I'm looking for 7s and 8s. As well as 9s and 10s, frankly. Though 10, ancient dragon variety, yeah, those are not going to be forthcoming. I hope that when they add Shadows of the Erdtree, they add a handful more of those, so that we can actually upgrade more than 1 or 2 of the, no doubt, dozens of fancy new weapons they'll be giving us. Well, looks like we're in the main tunnel now. And more body hacking. Die with you. And away with your filth. Now for that, I'm gonna kill everything in here. I've said before. Oh, you took your sweet time, didn't you? Just hung in the air long enough to bait me into a roll. Yeah, I have no love for these creatures. None. And for the wickedness they did to the defenders of Castle Morn, I have nothing but contempt and hatred for all of them. But my anger does no one any good. Nope. Looks like we don't have any hidden passages here either. Then again, as I said before, we are dealing in rather low-level areas here. So it's little surprise that there isn't much to be found. Okay, we have a gate, and I presume that we're about to enter a boss fight. And I'm hoping that we make our way to that cave entrance we saw on the map. I'd rather not have any more things I'm missing down here. Oh, a scaly misbegotten. You would be dead already if you hadn't barged me out of my swing. A rusted anchor. Ah. Looks like that was the entrance. Okay. Didn't look quite right to me on the map. Let's just double check to see if there's any passages in here. Ugh. Bloody comments. Lowest common denominator trash more often than not. Almost isn't worth reading them, even for the few gems there are. Such is humanity. But now we're done with the Morn Peninsula, the Morn Castle, and the Weeping Peninsula. I keep making the mistake with that name. It's, bloody weeping and mourning are synonymous, after all. So I believe I may be forgiven. for conflating the two every now and then. Well then, we have some traveling to do atop a plateau on the Moonlight Altar. I realized that there were items of great importance that I had yet to collect here. Technically, I can also do some dragon slaying while I'm here. On that note, there is something I can get that ought to make killing the dragons here a fair bit easier. Because the problem is that the dragons here are all like Adula, glintstone dragons, and thus they are highly resilient to glintstone sorcery, including my moonlight sword and its powers. But we have killed Rykard. I could get the Blasphemous Blade. Technically, I have enough stats to use it. But I can also make use of Rykard's Rancor. The terrible power of Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy, summons searing spirits that leave a trail of delayed explosions in their wake. These spirits manifest from the rancor of heroes who met a violent end. The Lord granted them an audience, whereupon they were welcomed by the maw of the Great Serpent, and within the Serpent's bowels they became the Lord's kin. So, I'm going to give his sorcery a go. Because the alternative would be to go out of my way to find and gather up enough material to ascend his sword as high as I could, which probably wouldn't even get past +7. Even if it would even get that high, I'm not sure offhand. Be that as it may, what I want is a bit of fire with which to burn these magical beasts. So then, yep, I was right about it needing 2 slots. Almost thought they would ask for 3. But fortunately, they're not quite that evil about it. Okay, let's make sure. Alright. I've never actually used this sorcery. But we don't need the bow anymore. Let's get rid of that right quick. Okay. Now we need to make our way down. Because there's a tower off in this general direction. But before we can reach it, we have dragons to slay. Now, how's the damage on that? I can't say that I'm impressed. Actually, now that it's had a bit to warm up, it's not so bad. Let's compare it with a swing of our sword. Oh, yeah. Okay, Rykard, your spell gets the go-ahead for me. Ooh, and it's done. It actually broke his stamina. Come on. Oh, you're not dead yet. Okay, Torrent, let's get over there before he manages to incinerate me. Come on. Gotcha. That's one dragon down. I forget whether I killed... No, I did not kill the second one. Okay, let's see. And that's why I hand there, but that's not gonna help us. Godskin Stitcher might actually work. Better only because of the fire. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with going for a int build. Because the enemies around here do not care for the damage I can do with intelligence weapons. Now that is actually doing respectable damage. It's taking a while, but it's doing it. Oh, there's a bloody third one. Would you? Oh, no! Oh, for crying out. Well, that was just stupid. I was so taken aback by the third dragon that I wound up literally riding myself off a cliff. Let's hope we recover quickly, load quickly. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Hopefully we won't be silly and literally fling ourselves to our death. Ooh, you hurt Torrent. What? Would you land and stay somewhere for a few seconds? Okay, here comes the fire again. I could have sworn I was hit there, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, you can't hit me from down here, can you? Quite the light show we put on, huh? Okay, one to go. I told you to pick them up, damn it. I didn't have all that many, because I used them all up to level, but still. Let's see how much damage we can get done here. Oh! Could you get up a little faster, please? I'm willing to bet that even though I can use this with intelligence, that I would be empowered. Oh, you actually killed Torrent. Bloody hell. Rather glad I killed you then. Well, now that all the dragons are finally dealt with, we must head down and around. No flinging myself off the cliff this time. And here, Crystallians. Just the bloody enemies I want to deal with. Okay, so even... Oh, 2 hits is what it takes. Oh. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Blimey. That's 2 flasks worth of damage right there. Yep, you can die. With prejudice as well. Because bleeding hell, the damage you do. Oh, and there's another one. Oh. You went all swirly on me and thus whiffed. Oh no. Nope. What? Oh, damn it. You stopped me from charging up. Is this gonna... Of course not. I need to go into the stab since we're good and close. Oh, that was annoying. Now... 3 altars. Oh, and a Radigan Red Wolf. That's a lot of damage you just did. Oh! You deliberately traded with me. And I dare say, Wolf, that you came out ahead on that one. I'm even using... No. Okay, so this shield is not all that great against you. Just imagine if this had been the version we met all the way back in Rea Lucaria. That certainly would have given me a bit more respect for Radigan and his hounds. Okay, you... Okay. Okay, now I'm just getting silly. Trading with him would be a bad idea. But that's not what I'm doing. Did you literally just do so much damage that you undid my use of a flask right there? I thought I rolled that, but apparently not. Oh, did you? Okay. Bugger off with that. Where did you even go? Oh, that's where you went, bastard. Too bloody far. And that didn't kill you. And you rolled just far enough to evade that. Bloody hell, you were a nightmare. Well, you're dead now, Hound of Radigan. Smithing 7 times 3. And smithing 8 times 3. Granted. No, smithing 7, 3 more. Admittedly, 3 is only worth a single upgrade to a single weapon. So yeah, the regular smithing stones aren't all that valuable. Oh yeah, the glimpse of where we're going. Yonder tower. And I sincerely hope there's a grace in front of it. Because otherwise, I'm a bit at a loss, you might say. That wolf really did a number on me, after all. But, we have our grace. And I'm going to rest at it right bloody now. Because that was an awful little contest we just had. And as I thought. It's another tortoise-finding puzzle. And this one will definitely need a bow. Fortunately, this was a significant enough puzzle that I actually remember the answer. I remember where all 3 of these tortoises can be found. Caught in the trees. Bloody... let me out. Now we ride all the way off. In this direction. Let's see. I remember roughly where they all are. But I don't remember what the swiftest route to reach it might be. Oh, great. We have even more of little crystal snake fellows. As if they weren't a nuisance in themselves. No matter, leaving them well behind. There you are. Gotcha. Now, I think the fastest way will be to return to the central grace. As the last one is in a bit of forest, and we will have to take a flying leap to get to it. Oh, wrong button. Actually, since I've summoned him, I'm also going to search out these ruins right quick. It's just a little out of the way. Don't recall there being much of value here. But I certainly don't feel like going and doing another episode just on this stuff. The Lunar Estate Ruins. lot of ghostly critters. Did you stab me? Or hit me with your lantern, I suppose. Not one of you things. Oh. Vomit on me, will you? How much damage do you things do? Ooh. Okay, I genuinely hate this enemy type. How many times can you lunge? I'm gonna die to this thing. Bear, get out of the... Oh my god. Okay. And you... I literally just started spamming my flask. Okay. I truly hate those revenant bastards. Bloody hell. I burned through more flasks fighting that thing than I did fighting 3 dragons. Cerulean Amber Medallion really isn't worth fighting that. No, it's not. I can see why they give you the option to summon a helper for this area. Because, blimey, that was just ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure there's another one around here. Yeah, there is. And would you just stay still for half a... Got you, but that was only... I'm gonna die right here. I didn't, but... No. I swear, these things have 0 downtime on their attacks. And you're only giving Ghost Glavor 2 for murder... for dealing with that absolute abomination. Now see, sometimes the messages are really, really good. Smithing Stone 8, and 3 of them, too. Look carefully indeed. Ay. Well, that's that dealt with. I do sincerely hope there isn't another one. As I'm basically completely out of flasks. Healing and cerulean too. Okay, let's go back to the altar, in fact. as I need some rest and recuperation after that. I'm even going to stop fully to rest after that. Bloody hell. Okay. Somewhere over here, I believe, there is a spirit spring. And in that spring, we will find a tortoise hiding away. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to go down this way, so to avoid falling to our deaths. Ah, here's the spring. And there's some tortoises down here. There's a sign. Oh yeah, that's right here. Now, let's go up. Oh, and the seal has opened. Very good. So let's go right over and collect our reward. Well bloody earned, considering the trials and tribulations just to get here. Chelona's Rise. No idea who Chelona even is. But in truth, I don't much care who she is, because of what she has hidden away. That's part of the reason we were here in the first place, was because I realized that wishing to be Ranni's betrothed, I was lacking a particular spell to complete our armaments and our connection with her. Ranni's Dark Moon. Incarnate a cold, dark moon and launch it at foes. Legendary sorcery symbolic of the Carian Queen. Uses the caster as a vessel to incarnate a cold, dark moon, then sends it floating towards foes. The dark moon dispels all sorcery that touches it, and temporarily reduces magic damage and negation for those it strikes. This moon was encountered by a young Ranni, led by the hand of her mother Renala. What she beheld was cold, dark, and veiled in occult mystery. And it is one of the ultimate sorceries. There is another, or a few others, that I shall acquire, but this is the one I wanted most. In conjunction with the Moonlight Sword, her wedding gift to us, I thought it would only be fitting to have the moon of her vision with us. And with that, I think I'll end today's episode. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.